Hello, good morning, and it's the 21st of June at almost 12 p.m. here now. It's 11:54. Now, as usual, let's take a look at US30. Okay, now I'm just going to close this. All right, so again, I did not trade yesterday just because I did not find anything, um, on time or something that I thought was worth going into. There were possibly one or two trades that um, maybe in a lowest time frame, but I don't think so. Nothing really triggered for me, so I did not trade. And like I said, I was looking for price to push up a little bit to the area of interest for me. I've also marked up another POI, but I don't think this will be a POI that I'm actually looking for just because of the change of structure in the 1 hour, and that was somewhere at the top, and so therefore I needed the retest to be above that. Okay, so I'll show you guys anyway. So before I do that, so we look at daily, you can see that yesterday we had a push down and price did not break below the daily to kind of give me further confirmation that price is actually already starting to go down. It still did not break below and give me a change of character or like to downward trend movement. So I still do think there's potential for price to retrace up a little bit more just based on this. Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys a change of character in the 1 hour time frame, which is what I was looking at. Now you can see the change of character happen right here, and so therefore I do believe I would want price to come up and tap above here, this zone. Just this is another area of interest at this wick that you can see, this white one, right? So that's another area of interest. But obviously, if you go down to the 30 minutes and so on, you'll find further interest that possibly price could want to tap into. So really, I am looking for price to come up, and you can see equal highs here, and price loves equal highs liquidity. So I do really believe price will push to the upside. Hopefully today so that, I can get prepared for sales if it shows a rejection here and a break of structure in the 15 minutes to the downside again after the retracement to the up. All right, guys. So this is where I feel like it's just being patient. Nothing really is setting up at the moment. For all you know, price may continue to get very bearish and go all the way down. If that's the case, then I'm just gonna have to wait for another. Like even if we drop to 30 minutes, can you guys see this? So there was a break of structure here, break of structure. It was a nice downtrend all the way yesterday. For the last 2 days, in fact, and then we had a nice push down, but over here price is just teetering. It has not made its break of structure here. Now having said that, there is a discount zone right down here, so I'm just waiting to see what price could possibly do. But yeah, I really would like to see a nice retracement to the upside here before I do the next sell, and that would be really, really nice. So that's my take on US30 at the moment. Okay, guys. Now, before I go, like here on the 15 minutes, you can actually see a change of character to the upside, which is nice because I wanted to start giving me the break of structure to the upside, a trend. So that's really, so you can see a break of structure here. It has closed above, and so therefore you price is telling us that 15 minutes it is possibly going to be going on to the upside before it retests a zone. Right, so it possibly is coming back here to retest a zone after the change of character at the bottom, and then hopefully going up. Now I'll show you guys a trade that I saw yesterday that I did not take. I mean, there was so many possibilities, but it just did not. This was today, so obviously this was in the morning in London. So this was not too bad, I would say. I was gonna on the MACD line, which I always have. Oops. Okay. Now, didn't trade London, so obviously you guys know I don't really get up for London. And US30 really moves during New York most often, but this one gave us a good move actually, to be fair. This was all in the morning. So potential trades for yesterday, honestly, is like when this swing happened. and there was one, I'll tell you guys this. So really, when I'm looking for my pin bar, so there's a change of character to the downside. Price is going to have to go up to test a zone at the top before it actually goes back down again. And price did come back up here to test this zone here. Can you guys see this? See, that's why change of character for me. I do actually really like to kind of wait for price to always come back and test it. See, this gave us, so now we are going to have a drop, which it did. And then obviously we had a further drop going down, right? So this was actual confirmations for me that price is was going to come back, test the zone, see what happens in the zone, and then it drops. But then I was going to show you guys possible trades that so yesterday, when the first trades started falling, when it started dropping, there was really nothing setting up. There was no pin bars. Look at how messy the moving averages were. And then I did see this, but then I saw a change of character, so I did not go in. And then obviously price made its way up. And then I saw this one actually. Was it this or this? Bear with me, guys. There was one that I saw. Whoops. That was really not aligning. I think it was this, to be fair. Was it? No, it was. Uh, Give me a second. Yeah, no, I think when I saw it, it was somewhere around this time. Oh, no, it was already 9 o'clock, so it's not this. Okay, I didn't mark it up, so I don't really know which one I saw, guys, to be fair. This was at 9 o'clock. No, I would not have seen it at 9. So it must have been further to the back. Let's see. Um, It was nothing really fantastic, to be fair. I think it was one of these, must have been. So there's so many bearish pin bars here, guys. I think all the time when I was looking at the charts, not all the time, whenever I saw the charts, whenever there was a bearish pin bar here printing, like, oh gosh, whenever there was a bearish pin bar printing, like for example, that there was a cross to the upside here before, yeah, I think this was the one. So look at this, guys. So you see this bearish pin bar print, and then you'll be thinking, like, that's a good entry to take. But then I saw the MACD cross just one candle before that to the upside. Can you see the cross? So that's the reason why I didn't go in on this, because of the cross. I was like, okay, price is going to be retreating up. Let's just wait to get a better entry and get across to the downside, and then followed by a pin bar, which I thought that would be the best. So then we got this. Okay, we had this cross to the downside here. And if you can see, we had it's showing a nice downtrend, which it gave us this cross, and it did give us a nice drop. Having said that, there was a change of character here. Can you see that? So that means it's going to go down, but then before that happens, price is going to come back and retest the zone again. So, and again, oh look, it was just so messy for me that I just didn't even bother with this trade anymore, to be really honest with you guys. So yeah, look, price just started going up, and then obviously did the retest at the top, and it sure did come back and give profits, but obviously that would not have been a stop loss that I would have put it as a very tight stop loss anyway, and so it was, I think, in the back of my mind, for me, I was just being very patient and waiting for price to retrace and give us a break of structure more towards the upside for it to take off. Like you see here, this change of character here that happened on the 15 minutes. Can you guys see this? Like nice bearish candle down, a retest. I'm waiting for the price to come back and retest, which I'm sure it would. And after that, I do believe price is going to pump down, because there is liquidity to be taken, guys. You know, that I do feel like we have quite a bit of like fair value gaps that can possibly be taken out. So I would like to see price actually break structure to the downside later. But as of now, I'm just going to watch the price. And if I do see any breaks to the upside, I might catch some buys on the way up. So I am looking for a break of structure on the 15 minutes, not so much the 1 minute and 5 minutes. So I will have to see. So we have seen a change of character here. I would want to see a push to the upside, a break of character, and then come back down for a retest, and then I would drop to the 5 minutes to look for the next break of structure on the 5 minute time frame, possibly even the 1 minute, and then take it. So I do not go on the 1 minute break of structure or 3 minute break of structure alone because I do find that to be really not reliable. They can not respect uh, price action really well as I would like it to. So for me, the break of structure to the 15 minutes is really important first before I actually come down to the lower time frame to catch better and maybe more neater entries, if that makes sense. You guys get me? So yeah, that's my analysis for today. So as you can see, price is really for me right now, even on the 15 minutes, it's just so messy. It's not even giving me a proper direction. So I'm just gonna leave it alone and see what it does after New York session opens. So yeah, let's just see what we can do with price today, price action, and hopefully get us some trades. And for me, also, guys, I want to kind of just share with you this thought that I have is that at some point previously when I was trading, I used to be trading every day. It's like I would look at a chart and I would force a trade out. Like I would just trade, like find trades and trade, and that has always not proved to be the best solution just because most often than not you're stuck in trades that you don't want to be stuck in. So what I've also learned to do is to not bother with the charts, it's also like, okay, it's okay not to trade for a week if there isn't anything really solid setting up, And I do know that I am very mindful that I'm in the second phase of the challenge. But at the same time, I'd rather not lose the challenge and do another retest than have to force it and lose the challenge. I mean, it's hard to lose a challenge just because I don't really risk that much to kind of lose it. But if I keep doing it, it adds up. And overall, then I'm just going to have a losing challenge, which to me it's not worth it. Do you guys get me? So I'd rather just wait, and it could be just that one and two trades that literally passes your challenge for you because you've been so patiently waiting for the right setup, the right opportunity. And when you enter with that opportunity, you're going to get a whole lot of pips, and it's going to be an amazing move that you've been waiting for. And I think for me, that's what it is, guys. So I'm just really, at this point of time, just being so patient because I really am not able to see anything so confidently. And so I'm not entering, So I think it's a good trait to develop. I still do struggle with it because sometimes, when I'm actually staring in the charts, I kind of like, should I enter? Should I enter? And then I kind of just think to myself, no, we are stronger than that. We can hold ourselves off from pressing that button when we actually should not be pressing it. It should be something like, okay, this is the timing I trade. I wait for New York open at 2:30, 2:30 all the way up to, sorry guys, 2:30 all the way up to 3:30, 4 o'clock is the max I'm going to be looking for any opportunities. If nothing sets up, I'm done. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, there are times when I come onto the laptop set and then I'm like, okay, I look at it and maybe around 5 something ish, I do see a proper nice setup with a bearish or bullish pin bar print. Okay, should I enter? Then maybe I would enter at least a trade and let it go, and then I'll come back again we come back again in the late evening before the sessions closes, market closes, and close off the trade, wherever that is. I don't really like to keep trades overnight just because New York 30 can really have big gaps and spreads over the night, and sometimes I just don't like to take the risk with it. It's just my own personal preference, but I know many others who are very successful. They just keep trades, obviously swing traders and so on. And so, but yeah, it's just different. Trading methods. But again, it just depends on your lot size as well. If I'm trading a very small lot size and I feel like, you know what, it still has got potential to move, I'm going to keep it going, then it's fine because no matter how big the spread, you're not going to get taken out. It's not going to affect you so much. But sometimes you need to bear in mind that the spread can be so much more than your stop loss, which means that you end up losing more than you actually would want to. And that is one of the reasons why I do not keep it overnight. If I really wanted to re-enter, then I'll re-enter when market opens again, if that makes sense, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to be patiently waiting. So I'm just going to be looking out for a zone that price could possibly come back to around this area and retest and give us a bullish momentum. And I might possibly go into, see, like here, you can see on the 1 minute the MACD is about to cross to the upside here. Let's just see. So I'm just gonna wait for a, a possible structure break on the 15 minutes, like I said, to the upside, and then look for a break of structure on the 1 minute and then catch the buys to wherever I think price possibly could go, which is this POI, which I've marked up here. So 34460, about there. Okay, guys, or 34432. These are the areas of interest, so I would be watching them. And I'm hoping price is just going to do this retest today. So let's just see what price action does. Please don't forget to check Forex Factory for news. I haven't checked it yet, so bear in mind any rate folders and just be careful when trading during news times. All right. So happy trading, safe trading, and see you guys tomorrow.